Hi guys, Will Gale here. In this video, I'm going to go through 5 side hustle ideas anyone can start. But before I get into it, it's no secret that there are just loads of these sorts of videos all over YouTube from other creators, and it is tempting to skim watch all these sorts of videos, just trying to skip to what the side hustles actually are, skip to what these magical routes to making money are. But in reality, there is no magic way to make money. The first law to making money is an exchange of value. Someone is giving you money because you are offering them something of value in return. That is essentially the first law of making money, and I'm going to be sharing 5 more through this video. But despite us all knowing this, so many people search for a shortcut, search for that get rich quick scheme. In reality, you get what you put in. So if you try and find shortcuts to learning about different side hustle ideas, then you're not likely to increase your knowledge to make any of those ideas actually work for you. And you're gonna just stay broke. Be my guest. You're welcome to skip through, and I'll have timestamps for each of the ideas so you can take that shortcut if you want. But in reality, making money isn't about knowing these side hustle ideas. Making money is a skill. So when you understand the skill, when you understand the 6 underlying laws of making money that underlie these ideas, you won't need to keep watching videos hoping you'll discover some secret side hustle. There is no secret side hustle, guys. The real secret is the principles, the laws of making money that underlay these side hustle ideas. So that as you then continue living your life after this video, you might begin noticing the side hustle opportunities that fit the context of your life, your interests, and your goals. The simplest, most profound way I can think to describe my point here is, have you ever bought a car and all of a sudden you spot that same car everywhere, or bought new trainers and all of a sudden notice so many people seem to have the exact same ones? This video isn't me telling you what car or trainers to buy, what side hustle to start. This video is me explaining how you can spot the opportunities already all around you. So let's get into it. Why are we talking about side hustles? Let's face it, you want to make more money. Otherwise, why bother watching this? Go fishing. And why am I bothered about even talking about this? Because my businesses, my passive income streams, all started as side hustles. And so side hustles have quite literally changed my life, given my life independence. I haven't worked for anyone since I was 22. So in my opinion, making money isn't really about the money, it's about the freedom money buys me. So then the question becomes, why the hell am I sitting here talking to you about it for free? Because I'm not doing this for free. I'm offering you something of value in exchange for your attention to me. And if you enjoy this, you'll want to like this video. If you then really like me in this video, you might want to then subscribe. And so that in turn helps me build my subscribers, which helps my videos reach a wider audience. That in turn increases my profile and expands the money my businesses can make. Quite literally, this YouTube channel in itself is a side hustle. Right now, this side hustle makes no money, but I know if I keep at it, it will eventually make money and have knock-on benefits on my businesses, which if you're interested, you can check out in the description below. Sometimes people ask me, why bother working on something like this channel that isn't making any money when I can focus on other stuff that will make me money now? Because in my opinion, I'd much rather not put all my eggs in one basket. Firstly, I actually enjoy creating new ways to make money, but also I can't imagine a life without making sure I have multiple streams of making money and multiple ways to generate leads for my businesses. Over COVID-19, so many people had their single source of income disappear and had nothing to fall back on. And so for so many people, that was a light bulb moment of realization that relying on a single source of income is actually a very vulnerable way to live. And although that was clearly difficult for a lot of people, it actually forced so many people to use their free time over lockdowns to create side hustles. And many of those people will now have extra sources of income coming in every month as a result. So look, I'm hoping my message is getting across to you that you just don't want all your eggs in one basket, and I'm passionate about sharing these tips because I've, as a result of these tips, have not had to work for anyone since I was 22, and sharing this knowledge for free to you is actually a side hustle in itself. You can either combine all 5 of these side hustles I'm about to share to build a killer business model like I've done, or master 1 or 2 to monetize income streams from each. Let's get into those side hustles. So side hustle number 1 is create a social media net. So I've made it pretty clear this YouTube channel is my latest side hustle, and upon recording this video, I have a grand total of 155 subscribers. So although it isn't making me any money yet, I know it will eventually make money if I create you enough value in this content. I also have the experience of building other side hustles into businesses that I'll share later that gives me the confidence that my persistence will lead to results. And that lends itself to the second law of making money I'm going to share. The best side hustle often makes you no money at first. The craziest thing so far about this whole YouTube thing is I already know what my biggest mistake has been with this whole social media thing. I didn't start soon enough. Warren Buffett said, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. In reality, getting started is you planting the seed. For instance, Chinese bamboo seeds can take up to 5 years to grow beneath the surface before breaking the soil surface and rapidly growing as much as 90 meters in 5 weeks. I challenge you to find any successful YouTube channel or any social media account that is successful that hasn't been at it for years. Mr. Beast, Ali Abdaal, Joshua Mayo, they've all been at it for years. The reason social media is so important is there are, broadly speaking, 3 core ways to making money. Number 1 is services, number 2 is products, and number 3 is content. So with a service business, you are creating a service that people are happy to exchange money for. So you might sell an experience like a restaurant or cinema would, or offer a freelance accountancy or editing service. So with my first side hustle, my main businesses now, what we do is we help people sell properties in exchange for a fee, or we buy people's properties quickly in exchange for buying at a discount. Customers are happy to pay for our service because we are offering them clear value. A products business is you creating a product people are happy to pay for. So think Apple selling Apple Vision Pros, or pretty much everything you can buy on Amazon. You are happy to pay a certain amount in order to receive a certain product. And finally, 3 is a content business, which in a way can be a mix of both services and products, where you are creating free content like I'm doing now, with the expectation you can create some sort of revenue streams from it down the line, either from Google paying advertising revenue, or for me, that you'll know who I am, trust me, and consider using my current businesses in the future, e.g. my services businesses. It's for this reason I'm gutted I didn't jump on the social media train sooner, because if I'd started creating content not 6 months ago, but 12 years ago when I started my first side hustle, I'd not only have the same successful businesses I have now, but a far more established social media presence that would have helped me build out my businesses even further. The great thing about it is you don't need to have even figured out what your side hustle product or service is going to be. If you start by creating authentic content about your unique experiences now that are of value to other people, and build an audience that trusts you, then down the line, for instance, you might decide you want to create your own keyboard like Ali Abdaal has done. You've then got a huge audience to talk about that product with, and you've already sorted the toughest thing about creating a new product or service. And that, my friends, is generating leads to use and buy your product or service. Hence why I've called this section Creating a Social Media Net. You are passively nurturing leads you can catch later. Side hustle 2 is creating funnels. I have mastered creating funnels, and it is being good at this that saved me. If I'd created a social media net, then every other side hustle I'd mastered moving forward would have been a hell of a lot easier to have monetized, including creating funnels. And without question, I would have made my current businesses way more successful. But back to funnels. When I say funnel, you're probably thinking about those annoying click funnel ads you see endlessly on YouTube. In short, a funnel is you capturing attention. So right now, you are in a funnel. I've captured your attention, and from here, I can decide what to do with that attention. And you can decide if you're going to keep offering me your attention or not. Do I decide to annoy you and you click off this video, or do I continue to share value that wants you to continue watching and liking this video below? And does that then lead to you spending money at some point in the future? Funnels don't just exist in this format on YouTube now, but pretty much any website you visit, any app you use is a funnel. The third law of making money I'm going to share is creating funnels can create you money or make someone else money. Either you can monetize. So let's start with the basic example. You want to start a gardening business. You set up a website and you want people to enter their details for a quote. That is your funnel. So to get people on your website, you could post about it online, spend money on ads, put flyers through letterboxes, start a YouTube channel. Once you start getting leads, you then have two options. You can either, one, follow up the lead and deliver the service yourself, or you can sell the lead to a gardening business. So I think most people think about that first option, but completely disregard the second option. So to begin with, I started with option 2. I got really good at creating funnels, but didn't have the money to actually deliver the actual service. So I did the easier thing, which was to just sell the leads on. You can sell leads in one of two main ways. You can either, one, agree a simple cost per lead up front. If it costs you $1 to generate the lead and you sell it for 20, you're making a quick profit. Or you can agree a profit share on the back end. So the first one is pretty straightforward and how I started. It's an easy way to make cash flow quickly, but as I built cash flow and could afford to wait longer to get bigger rewards from my leads, I focused on converting the leads myself, getting another business to deliver the service under my brand, then take usually about 50% of the profit on the back end. More work, more time, but a lot more money. Eventually, as I built my businesses, I've naturally done less and less lead selling and built businesses to actually deliver the services to maximize the money I can make. But even now, my core businesses generate leads for related services, and I then generate passive income from those. But the next side hustle can without doubt supercharge your funnel's success, and that is side hustle 3, copywriting. I'm going to go straight into law number 4 to making money. How you word stuff can double your reward. So you already know what copywriting is. It's writing text for the purpose of advertising or other forms of marketing with the aim of selling products or services. Getting good at copywriting is something I learned way too late, and it cost me a lot. I mean, literally hundreds of thousands. And the mad thing is, I'm still probably losing money by not optimizing my copywriting. As you scroll through YouTube, scroll web pages, see adverts, the way people word things will influence if you click on it or not, or if you buy or not. So learning to be a good copywriter is a skill you can sell, or a skill that can help your wider side hustle or business become more successful. I halved my lead cost just by adding more personalized features on the marketing my prospects saw and adding QR codes to everything. By making what my prospects saw more personal and making it easier for them to take action, doubled my lead volume for the same amount of money. At the time, I was spending about $50K a month on marketing, so I could have saved 25k a month overnight, or just double my business overnight. So if you're thinking about how you can make copywriting a side hustle, if someone had approached me and said, hey Will, if I can free of charge double your leads without you spending any more money on marketing, would you let me keep half your savings for 6 months? What would have the downside been? Nothing. I would have said yes, give it a go. They would have made the changes, saved me 150k over 6 months, and they would have pocketed half of it. And if you thought getting good with words was where things end, there is a way to make your words better convert, and that is through Side Hustle 4, web design. If you can build skills around web design and merge it to being a shit-hot copywriter, you are into an incredible winner. But before you say, I'm not a web developer, Will, don't worry, I'm not either. Law to making money number 5 is you don't have to be good at something to be good at something. I can't draw or web design to save my life, but I'm a great copywriter and I can visualize and create a rough breakdown for how I want things to look. And with that, I can show people that are great artists or great web developers to create what I want to create. We all know making something more visually appealing paired with incredible copywriting is going to increase conversions. And there are no shortages of people and companies that will pay people to do this for them. There is also no shortage of endless sites that help you create brilliant looking funnels, websites as easily as stacking books on a bookshelf. You don't need to be a good web designer anymore. Monetize it to sell or apply it to your side hustle or business. But the ultimate side hustle and skill that personally I think is the valuable cherry on top of this cake is Side Hustle 5, being a Wolf of Wall Street. So what do I mean? Let's get straight into the final law, number 6, to making money. If you trip at the finish line, you've ruined your race. There is a reason why salespeople are usually some of the highest paid people within companies, because they are the closers. You can get every other element perfect, but if you trip selling the service, everything else has been for nothing. If you can get good at selling your own products or services and teach that to others to scale your business, brilliant. Or there are no shortage of companies out there that want great sales closers. And if you're good at it, you can work from almost anywhere. Look, I feel like I could talk about all this stuff all day, but I don't want to lose your attention. Before you go, YouTube is convinced you're going to like this video up here, but just before you click it, make sure to subscribe to see more of me. See you up here.